Alright, this is match with blue-green Faeries. Again, this hand is not really what we're looking for. Um, I don't know if it's keepable. I don't think it is. It doesn't feel keepable. I think we have to have like a 1-drop, and preferably a sword would be amazing. This hand's actually, it's not great because we don't have green for this guy, but we're going to keep it because of the remand. We're also on the draw, so our opponent went to 6 as well. So we got a fair game at least. So let's see if we can. Oh, there's foil Misty Rainforest. Classy gentleman here. Glistener Elf. Oh, and look, we got that Birds of Paradise that we were looking for. I'm not sure how good of a matchup this is against Mono Green Infect. But Mono Green Infect kind of a fringe deck, so I don't really feel. Oh, what is this 1 poison? What, like. That's a weird place to put that. Oh boy. Well, we're just going to go double blue here because Tectonic Edge isn't going to be relevant for a while, and we have things like Venser and Cryptic Command and Vendilion Clicks, so if we draw a Forest, we're going to want to have both out. Yeah, this opening is actually real slow, and we're playing a deck with like no removal. Yeah, we're going to have to remand that, even though it's just going to get replayed again. We still want the card, so. Shackles is actually pretty good in this matchup, but it might be a little too slow here. So we're at 7 poison counters. So we can literally just attack with his creatures next turn and kill us. Yeah, that's pretty much game, actually. Even if we play, like, a bird this turn, we only have 1 green, so we can only play 1 of these. Or we can play 1 of these, but we're pretty much dead on board if we play anything. Yeah, see, that's actually game. Well, that was fun. And by fun, I mean ridiculously fast. We're going to bring in all the engineer explosives and spell skites. And the spell snares as well, because they counter other things. We're going to take out the remands. Spell stutter sprites are real good. We're going to take out the Mistbind clicks probably. Those are a little large. They don't really do much. And everything else seems good. We don't want Spreading Seas. We don't want Archmage really. Creeping Corrosion. No, it does nothing. Crowsand Grip does nothing. Kitchen Finks does nothing. And I guess that's fine. I might want to take out a Sword of War and Peace, because that's probably the worst one for Gaining Life does nothing in this matchup. And we'll add Glenelendra because it actually counters his crappy spells. Like all of his pump spells. So we will play first. Let's try to get a dude and a sword. We get a dude. We'll keep it. We'll start out with a Noble Hierarch. And we're actually going to go Misty into Breeding Pool because life is irrelevant in this matchup. Life ain't nothing but a tool. Alright, so we're going to play this Noble Hierarch. And Glistener Elf. That's actually really good. So we're going to play Forest. And we're actually going to keep Spell Snare up. Can't really do anything about that, I guess. So we're just going to take it. Yeah, not going to block with Spellskite just yet. Alright, that's okay. So So we're going to play this. Going to play a bird. We're going to attack with Noble Hierarch here. And we got to get in some damage, so we'll attack with Noble Hierarch. We don't have that many tricks right now. We just have a Scrib Ranger, which is pro blue, which doesn't do much. But it can also block. I can't really block Glistener Elf effectively, unfortunately. Viridian Corruptor. Definitely mana leaking that. Yep. So that was nice. Exalted. I think we're actually going to block here. Because I want to get one block with Spellskite. If he has another Corruptor next turn, we're not going to be able to stop it, so we might as well at least get one block out of the old Spellskite. Man, who thought Noble Hierarch would be this troublesome? Alright, so I don't know what our options are here. Maybe a Sword of Fire and Ice would be amazing right now. Void Slime, does that do anything that we care about? I don't know. We are going to attack here. And then we're going to actually play Scrib Ranger on our turn so we can replay a land. We actually have quite a few turns, but... Alright, so end combat, main phase. We're going to go 2 Scrib Ranger, untap Hierarch, and return this forest and replay it. Actually, what we could do is block the Glistener Elf and counter the Noble Hierarch trigger. Which is actually a pretty sweet play. He's actually doing something right now, which is very disconcerting. Oh no, he actually just put a Breeding Pool into play tapped. So, not doing anything. Alright, so that's good. Good to know, good to know. Yep, you got it. Just that guy? Yeah, I'm definitely doing what I just said I was going to do, actually, because we want to get rid of that. Blue, blue, green. Void Slime this. Wow, Void Slime is pretty solid when you're using it to counter anything. And then we're going to block with the Scrib Ranger. That seems fine to me. Oh, another Scrib Ranger. Yeah, we're going to do the same thing we did last turn. Unfortunately, we do not have another Void Slime, though. This deck seems like it just wants Snapcaster Mages, right? Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, Spellskite seems real good against the old mono-green Infect deck. Although I'm dealing 1 damage a turn, so some kind of clock might be nice. Protection from blue. I mean, we're obviously just going to target Spellskite with that, right? I mean, isn't that the whole point of having Spellskite out here? Unfortunately, he did not do that after declaring a block. That would have been nice. What? Oh, target creature you control. That is an illegal target. That is unfortunate. I am not good at that. Yeah, that's sad. I wish I could bounce creatures with old Scribby. And good night. That's sad. Target artifact or creature you control. Oh no. Well, still taking 2 here. We're only at 2 poisons, so we're actually still relatively healthy. And we're going to play a Scrib Ranger end of turn. Without having a Noble Hierarch to untap. Didn't really need to play it last turn. So, an island. Fantastic. Still getting in there for 1. Very slowly but surely. And replay. Alright. Again, Vidoc and Shackles would be amazing in this matchup. So we have 2 Shackles, 5 Swords. We have 7 cards. That would be really good. You got it. You may see my good tax, my Spell Snare. No blocks. Go to 6 poison. Oh, well, that's no good. That's a little frightening. That's kind of good. Alright, so we're definitely attacking here. It might actually be very hard for him to win unless he has another Apostle's Blessing, but I don't think the deck actually runs 4. Does it run 4? I don't know. That's a lot. That was a really good draw, though. You can take 1, my friend. End combat, main. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. Shackles. Untap this guy. Return a forest. And we're actually just going to play an island here, even though he knows we have the forest, just because he knows we have the island as well. And because I want to have maximum number of islands in play for Shackles. So now we have 2 to activate, 1 to Spell Snare, and we can Spell Skite infinite times if we need to. Another option is to, yep. Do we want to steal Noble Hierarch and untap Scrib Ranger? I feel like that's pretty good. So add. Steal Noble Hierarch. Sure. Adding a green, so that's interesting. Oh, he might try to make it larger than... It doesn't matter, I can just redirect all your stuff with Spellskite. Okay, so that resolves. Now we're going to untap Scrub Ranger and bounce a Breeding Pool. Okay. I guess we don't have to do it just yet. We can see what he does. We can also untap the Noble Hierarch and block the Glistener Elf with it. That's pretty sweet. Just take one here. Yeah, let's do that. So we're going to go to 7, but we get to keep Scrub Ranger, we get to untap Shackles and take something else. Yep, you got it. Spell Snare is really good because he has 2 mana right now. So we're definitely snaring that. And if he has a second one, yeah, alright, so we just win there. Yeah, Veldican Shackles is pretty insane. He has Viridian Corruptor, though, which means we probably want hard counters. We have all the hard counters, actually, so that's all we can need. Mana Leaks and Spellstutter Sprites are going to be our hard counters for those guys. Spellstutter Sprites are also insane in this matchup. I feel like we're not maybe not favored, but we have a lot of good answers for their stuff. Feast and Famine is pro-green. Fire and Ice can just shoot all his creatures. Venser can bounce a guy after it's been pumped. Mana Leak counters his stuff. Spellstutter Sprites counter everything in his deck, even without any other fairies. So let's hope for a good draw. We're still looking for the turn 1 mana creature, turn 2 sword. Turn 1 mana creature, turn 2 sword. That's what we're looking for. And we also have Shackles here, which is pretty amazing, so we're definitely keeping this hand. And he did not have a turn 1 guy, which is actually insane for us. So, Noble Hierarch. Mental Misstep. Oh, you just put it in play tapped. Alright, that's fine. And Blighted Agent. We could just lose the Blighted Agent on the spot, though. That's a little scary. Yeah, without, we're just going to play this here. Without, what do you call it? Spellskite, it's actually real scary to see these guys, because he can actually just deal me 6 right now, and he's going to, yep. That's a little frustrating. And Mutagenic Growth, 5, so that's 8. Alright, you have 2 cards in hand, and I have to figure out how to deal with both of those now. So 1, 2, put a thing on there. It's got to be a Breeding Pool. And yes, you're going to come into play untapped. Yeah, so basically any pump spell and we're dead. So do we even equip this? We have to equip this, right? 1, 2. We can 1, 2 equip. We can float 2 during combat. Let the trigger resolve. Pay 1 more. Have a Vendilion click. . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . . Let's see what we can do here. This guy can't block anything anyway, which is really the big issue. Alright, so we're going to declare blockers. Start Feast the Time's abilities on the stack. We're going to add a blue. Ability resolves. I'm going to add another blue and this one. And we're going to Vendilion click you. And you have one Misty Rainforest, which is actually perfect. If you didn't draw a pump spell. Alright, so we knew you had that. And you drew a pump spell. Yep, that's a good one. And we're one blocker shy, or one mana shy of actually just being able to mana leak that. I wonder if the play was just untapping all the lands and then Vendilion clicking during his turn. Maybe that was what we should have done. Yep. And got us.